All right, welcome back to the Van Diesel channel. Today's video is going to be my favorite video so far because today we are going over the secrets to chest training, how to get a massive size chest. First thing you need to do is forget about what you think you know about chest training because it's probably wrong. Let's face it, when everyone starts working out, it's all about the showcase muscles, it's all about the biceps, and it's all about the chest, right? I mean, I knew me personally, when I started going to the gym, I was going to do whatever I had to do to get a massive set of pecs. First time I saw a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, by the way, still to this day has the best chest in bodybuilding history. It's unmatched. When I saw that, that's it. My mission was clear. I was going to do anything I had to do. I don't care if I had to train chest every day. It didn't matter. I was motivated. So I'm going to tell you guys the biggest secrets I've learned over the years on how to get a massive set of pecs. Now, first thing you need to know is big weights do not equal a big chest, right? This is bodybuilding here. This isn't powerlifting. I mean, unless you want to go compete in a powerlifting competition or some kind of strongman competition, loading weight onto a flat bench press and doing sets of 3 or 4 does nothing to build your muscles. What it's going to do in the long run is injure you. So get the ego lifting out of your head. Forget about trying to move big weights. Doesn't matter. Secondly, the key to big pecs, incline. I can't say it enough, incline, incline, incline. I haven't even done flat bench presses in years. It's all about the incline, and never under any circumstances do anything having to do with decline because you're just wasting your time in the gym. Every guy is already born with a lower chest. Like, we all have it. It's there. Even kids have a lower chest. No reason to train it. You'll never see a big jack guy in the gym doing decline bench presses. There's a reason for it. It does nothing. So decline's out already. Now, incline, incline, incline. My chest routine, it's usually 4 to 5 exercises. First will always be the mass builder, either incline bench press or incline Smith machine bench press, one or the other. After that, I'll move to some kind of machine, maybe hammer strength, maybe, whatever. There's a million chest presses at the gym, but it'll still be incline, but I'll just change the angle a little bit. You always want to change the angles on your exercises. So if my first exercise was 45-degree incline bench press, I'll make sure that my next exercise is maybe that much of an incline. After that, I'll go to what I consider to be my flat, and even my flat isn't completely flat. Say this is a completely flat bench, I'll put mine on maybe that much of an angle. Another thing you want to do is experiment on where you're bringing the bar down on your chest. Now, the higher you bring the bar, you got to be more careful because, if 1, it's close to the neck, 2, it could be dangerous on the shoulders. But if you could bring it as high as you can, you're really working that upper chest that ties into your neckline right here. So experiment. Try it here, try it here, try it here, see what you feel the most. But most important thing is incline. And last but not least, I'll finish off with flies. Now, flies are probably, aside from incline, the best exercise you could do. Arnold swore by him. And the weird thing is, I rarely see people doing dumbbell flies for chest in the gym anymore. I'm talking about free weight dumbbell flies. I almost never see it. And I can't understand why, because it is such a good chest exercise. It's good for detailing, it's good for mass, it's good for everything. Now, check this out. Take your hand, put it on your pec. Take your arm like you're starting off in a bench press position, right? Do a few reps. Down, down. You could feel your chest engage. You feel it working, right? Okay, same thing. Hand on the chest, except this time, do a fly motion. Down, down. The difference in the engagement of the muscle between a fly and a press is, it's unbelievable. And unless you actually do what I just showed you, you won't realize it. But you are working the pec so much more in the fly motion than just the basic press motion. And that's essentially what the fly does. When Arnold used to do flies, he would literally extend his arms so much that the dumbbells would touch the floor. And by doing that, you are just extending and expanding your chest, which essentially is growing your chest. It's like such a good stretch. Now me, I'll either do dumbbell flies or I'll switch off with cable crossover flies. I kind of like the cables a little bit better because I can really stretch to the point where my arms are behind my body and not worry as much about getting injured. Because, you know, when you get into your 40s like me, you got to worry about injuries a little bit more than when you're in your 20s, you know? You get injured, you can't work out. And we're all about longevity, we're all about doing it right, we're all about safety. So please do your flies. Switch them up in your rotation. Start your workout with them sometimes when you're fresh, when you have the most strength. Do them at the end. Go heavy on them, go light on them. But please incorporate the flies into your workout. Now, another thing about your chest is how often you train it. Now, I've tried everything. When I first started working out, I did every body part twice a week. I would train 2 body parts a day. I would train 1 body part a day. What I found works best for me is doing 1 body part a day, once a week. So my chest day is usually on Saturdays. But I mean, experiment. I mean, if you're younger, your recovery time's a lot better. If you want to train body parts twice a week, I did that for a long time. You got to find your own sweet spot. But the most important thing to remember about chest, do not ego lift. Nobody cares about how much weight you're putting on the bar. I know when you're young, you think girls are impressed by you having a big bench. They could care less, believe me. And like I said, unless you're going to compete in some kind of powerlifting contest, why are you doing sets of 3 on the bench press? That doesn't promote muscle growth. So get that out of your mind. Me personally, my chest, my bench is my weakest body part. It always has been. Right now, I'm doing sets of, on incline, 155. I know you guys are probably laughing, but weights do not equal muscles. Because like I said, my chest is my weakest body part, but it is also by far my biggest body part. So it's all about how you perform the reps. Form, stretch. It's not about how much weight you're putting on the bar. So get that out of your mind and you'll be on a fast track to getting massive Boulder-sized pecs. Anyway, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And do those flies, do those incline.